25 years ago, playing Frankenstein at a theme park meant blacking out your eyes with makeup, grabbing a rubber latex mask, putting it on. So now the mask is on top of your face and it's your own eyes, but the eye slits are small, so it gets that Frankenstein look, and you're breathing your own recycled air, and you're wearing padding and the cumbersome suit. You have to put on the Frankenstein boots to give you that 7 foot tall, and then you start the lumbering in the Florida heat. And it's a lot. But today, I get to play Frankenstein's monster again. I'm wearing a t-shirt, and well, I'm going to use a mocap program in Unreal Engine and just my phone. It's pretty awesome. I'm Ben, and welcome back to Inside the Character. Today I'm filming an episode from my other series, Coffin Talk. Our host Vincent is chatting with a massive undead monster named Jody, who's his nephew, who happens to look a lot like Frankenstein's monster for this episode. And I'm going to show you exactly how I take 30 years of physical theme park, film, and TV experience and use it to drive a digital puppet using nothing more than a single camera and a mocap program with Unreal Engine. See, when you put on a physical suit like I did for years at the major theme parks, the suit does half the acting for you. I mean, it restricts your movement, it literally forces your shoulders down, and you have no choice but to be a lumbering monster if that's what it calls for. Sometimes you have to put a little pep in your step, and a lot of head movement, and you're fighting gravity, foam, and padding just to take a single step. But what happens when you take that cage away? I'm using QuickMagic AI. You don't have to use tracking markers or a mocap suit. It's a markerless single camera motion capture. It reads my body, even my street clothes, and translates it directly into a skeleton that I can use for Unreal Engine. Because I don't have 50 pounds of physical rubber weight or makeup or anything that signifies that. I'm in distress. You have to act. You have to use your mental dexterity. So if I want Jody to look like a 400-pound reanimated corpse on screen, I have to create that weight and move him around. I don't know why I have to talk like that to do it, but it gets me there. So you have to, you still have to give a great performance, and actually more of a performance because you don't have makeup or a costume to rely on. So I have to make every single step look like it's a maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
And on Coffin Talk, I'm not just playing Jody, I'm playing Vincent too.
A little cold never hurt anyone, Jody. In fact, humanity owes its greatest cinematic nightmares to a summer that never arrived.
So in real time, exact same clothes, I'm just hot swapping two completely different souls into the same digital engine. Vincent is sharp, theatrical, and witty. Well, I think he's witty. Loosely based on Vincent Price, or the best version of the voice I can do. I'm mostly doing Radigan or even from The Simpsons. No, this is about the shoes. No, never mind. The eggs, not the shoes.
Oh, I love it when I'm nasty.
Jody is confused, heavy, and massive. Well, for this episode anyway. He takes on the shape of whomever or whatever film we're talking about that week.
Hold up. He left his pregnant wife? These guys sound less like romantic poets and more like a total nightmare. And how old was Mary?
For the longest time, I didn't even show Jody. He was just a voice off camera.
I'll get you for this, Jody.
Yeah, like that. People think that AI and digital puppeteering are going to erase the actor. But working with QuickMagic today proves that it's the exact opposite. You still need a person to drive it.
All Gordon, tell him to meet me at the cemetery.
Right away, sir.
And don't get me wrong, I still love wearing prosthetics and getting into makeup, and it really helps you get into character. And having a physical thing on set, best thing in the world. I think practical is always the way to go. But when you have a job and you don't have a lot of time, you have a family, and you have to, I used to do all of this with traditional hand puppets here, but it was time consuming. So I needed a way to lessen my workload, make this a quicker operation as opposed to having to set up a green screen and put the puppets in, record, several different puppets interacting all with each other. And I came up, started learning Unreal Engine. Now, I started learning digital and visual effects when I was on set at Sleepy Hollow. Because, you know, as a stuntman, you can only do this for so long. So I thought, oh, well, I'll start doing previs. So I started learning After Effects. Then After Effects led me into learning 3D programs. And it led me to a new job as well, which we'll talk about that later. I work at a place called Innovated Studios, and we do a lot of theme park activities. Am I a cruise director? No. We do a lot of theme park installations, project management, and basically if you can dream it up, we can build it and make it a reality. What was I talking about? Oh, QuickMagic AI, all that. It just helps you if you still want to be creative and you don't have the time that you would love to, the time it takes to really commit to something like that. But it still allows you to get your ideal out there. And that's what I'm doing with Coffin Talk. I love horror. I love vintage horror. I loved all things Vincent Price, as a lot of our generation did. You know, I'm from Gen X. And I just needed a better workflow. And that's what I came up with. Just doing the research and putting in the work. But you can't code over 30 years of human intuition. I mean, you can, but I don't have the tools for that. I'm not Disney. I can't run 10,000 hours animation cycles to teach an AI to learn. You know, I still need to be able to do it myself. The tools have evolved. The heavy suffocating of rubber suits or holding puppets from the 90s, 80s, 2000s, it's gone. But the soul driving the monster or the puppet, that hasn't changed a bit. If you want to see Jody and Vincent in action, go check out the newest episode of Coffin Talk linked below. And if you want to keep pulling back the curtain on the future of digital filmmaking, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.
Look over there. Look.